In this video, I will discuss how proper planning can help you make your meetings more productive. The Administrative Professional, the 14th edition, gives us this piece of workplace wisdom. Meetings can be very useful. However, there are situations when a meeting is not the best choice. Schedule meetings only when necessary. A meeting with no purpose or an ill-defined purpose can result in wasted time, frustration for meeting participants, and unnecessary cost for the organization. The most successful meetings begin with competent planning. First, you need to determine if a meeting is justified. Could the matter be handled easily over the phone? Could the matter be handled easily by sending an email or a company memo? Could one or two people solve the matter by themselves? Has a decision already been made? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, there is no need to waste valuable time by holding a meeting. Remember that time equals money. Once you determine if a meeting is truly necessary, you need to calculate the expense of having a meeting. You then need to determine what type of meeting is needed, as well as identifying the meeting's goals. Meetings are a great expense according to the internet article, Meetings in America, a study of trends, costs, and attitudes towards business travel and teleconferencing, and their impact on productivity. According to the article, 80% of business manager time is spent in meetings yearly. U.S. corporations hold 15 million meetings a day. 40% of these meetings are rated by participants as being totally unproductive. Meetings result in a productivity loss of $30 billion a year. In Communicating at Work, the 10th edition, written by Ronald B. Adler and Jean Marquette Earnhurst, there are 4 types of meetings. Meetings that share information, meetings used to solve problems or make decisions, ritual meetings, and virtual meetings. Daily or weekly meetings needed to keep people up to date on weekly tasks or new developments are called information sharing meetings. Examples of this type of meeting are the meetings that are held during shift changes. Nurses and police use this type of meeting to update the fresh shift coming in for duty. Problem-solving or decision-making meetings are used when choices need to be made. Is the company trying to decide between Pepsi or Coca-Cola? Is the mistake in that brochure that was just came back from the printer going to have any long-term ramifications for the company? Problem-solving meetings are the most common of meeting types. They are also the most difficult. Ritual meetings are often informal meetings that are held off-site. These can be as simple as meeting for a drink or a quick bite to eat at Applebee's after work. Ritual meetings provide a chance for groups to reinforce bonds and give members an opportunity to exchange ideas without fear of company protocol. This style of meeting often becomes a brainstorming session. An added bonus to these meetings is that they can usually be written off as company expense. Telephone conferences, video conferences, and web conferences are all types of virtual meetings. Virtual meetings save travel time and lodging costs. Quite the opposite of ritual meetings, virtual meetings are structured out of necessity. This structure leads to fewer brainstorming opportunities, though, and teams may lack a sense of camaraderie. Once you decided that a meeting is necessary and have decided what type of meeting is needed, you need to establish the objectives you are looking to achieve in the meeting. Decisions such as who needs to attend the meeting and when, where the meeting will take place need to be made before the agenda can be completed. Stephen Covey, author of the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, urges us to take this approach for success. Begin with the end in mind. With this thought as a guide, our next step is to prepare a meeting agenda. A clear and concise list of objectives allows for streamlined meetings. Establishing the objectives early will help you determine who should attend the meeting. It also allows attendees an opportunity to gather information in preparation for the meeting. Objectives need to be identifiable, realistic, and end result oriented. The people you pick to attend the meeting is important. Choose members who can contribute to the achievement of the meeting objectives. Fewer is better if trying to solve problems or make decisions. While there has been some debate over the perfect number for meetings, the common consensus is to have between 5 and 15. By keeping your groups small, you will encourage more individuals to participate. Establish a date, time, and location when the majority of individuals are able to attend. Electronic meeting invitations have helped streamline this process by making it simpler to send return responses. Remember, if the time, location, or date of the meeting changes, sufficient time should be given to accommodate for the changing in schedule. Now is also the time to determine if food or drinks are needed. Be sure to make people aware if a food head count is needed by clearly stating the dates that the response is needed. Prepare the agenda. Items that should be included on the agenda are a list of the names of individuals scheduled to attend the meeting, the date, the time, and the location of the meeting. Be sure to double check these for accuracy. Many problems are avoided by paying attention to these simple details. Have you ever wandered a building looking for a room number that does not exist? Or showed up for a meeting at its normally scheduled time, only to find that the time had been changed to an earlier one? If you have, then you have already learned how important having the date, time, and location on the agenda are. Background information, a list of items that are to be discussed, and a brief description of each item should also be included on the agenda. Give the meeting members as much detail as possible before the meeting. The order in which your items are put on the agenda is important. You should begin the meeting with introductions if necessary, then proceed to the reading of last meeting's minutes. Follow this with any announcements that need to be made. The first discussion point should be the easiest. Center the most difficult discussion towards the middle of the meeting to allow ample time for brainstorming or other further needed discussion. The effort you put into preparing a detailed agenda will be evidenced by the strong results you will obtain in your meetings. There are a wide variety of agenda templates available online. Here's one example. You may notice that most templates offer space in which to take notes or minutes during the meeting. Why is an agenda so important? Let me read this article by Bill Van Aken to you. It's titled just that, Why Meeting Agendas Are Important. Despite, Aken writes, all that has been written on how to make meetings more effective, we continue to be amazed at the number of otherwise competent executives who ad-lib when it comes to organizing their business meetings. A simple meeting agenda, distributed in advance, is perhaps the most important tool in ensuring a successful, productive meeting, even when the meeting is between only you and one other person. Here's why. Agendas set the right tone. Meeting agendas let participants know that there's a legitimate business purpose for the meeting, with specific issues to be discussed and outcomes to be achieved. It conveys your interest in getting down to business and not wasting time. Agendas identify topics for discussion. Agendas let attendees know which issues are going to be discussed and keep them from placing other issues on the table. They also eliminate guesswork as to whether or not a particular issue is going to be discussed. Agendas keep everyone focused. Meeting agendas can focus participants in ways that verbal guidance cannot. Participants have a written reminder of what needs to be accomplished during the meeting, allowing them to help drive each discussion towards the conclusion. Agendas eliminate excuses. Agendas eliminate excuses that participants aren't ready to discuss a subject because they don't know it was going to be brought up. Participants are put on notice of exactly what they need to prepare, saving time and eliminating embarrassment. If you can't personally create a meeting agenda for the meeting you convene, at least delegate that responsibility to one of the participants. That way, you'll get all the benefits of having an agenda without having to do the work. Checklists, such as this example taken from the internet article, Running Meetings, Planning and Running Effective Meetings for Business, Corporate, Sales, Managing, Mediation, Strategic Planning, and Team Building, from businessballs.com, are an excellent tool to make sure meeting details are not overlooked. Be sure to leave early for the meeting, allowing yourself time to address any last-minute details. Be sure to take all necessary materials. Now go. Enjoy your well-planned meeting.